We're here to find out if premature ejaculation is an issue. Why does it happen? Do men find it embarrassing? And what do their partners think? How do you feel about premature ejaculation if someone ejaculated prematurely?
I would feel, understanding of it. I know it's a common problem.
As long as the quality is good, I wouldn't be disappointed, no.
Yeah. Has it ever happened to you?
Oh, yeah, I've been too keen a few occasions.
It's a bit taboo still, I'd say.
Why are men embarrassed about premature ejaculation? You don't need to talk about any past experiences, just why you think men are embarrassed. What actually is premature ejaculation?
Well, let's start with ejaculation. Technically, that's the squirting of semen from the penis during orgasm, sexual climax. In everyday language, it's when a guy comes. So premature ejaculation is when a guy comes too quickly.
Premature ejaculation, is that just very quickly or before?
How do we classify what premature is?
For every guy, how long it takes to climax is different.
If it was 5 minutes, I think that's quite good, personally.
Yeah. The guy may have entered his partner, he may be getting ready to enter his partner, or he may not have even got his clothes off before he climaxes.
If it goes on like past 10, 15 minutes, it drags on a bit.
Yeah. Why do you think it matters?
If it's really good, then you don't really, time isn't really a matter.
It's only if that's a problem for him that he needs to seek some help.
What do you think causes it sometimes?
Too excited.
Pressure, trying too hard.
You're there before the race is over.
Just getting a bit excited, or over excited.
You're just in the moment, you just think about doing it, you just want to get straight to that point.
What are the causes?
Well, for the most part, it's a psychological problem. But it's a very common problem. Most men will suffer this from time to time.
If it's happened to a man once and it's worried them, then it could actually get worse.
If it happens once and a guy gets into this downward spiral, oh God, it's going to happen again, and it does happen again, then yes, it's likely to get worse.
And obviously it's not something they're in control of, so I guess they should just seek help if they think it's a problem.
Maybe is it sort of like an illness?
If there's an underlying medical problem that's responsible, diabetes, hypertension, it might be because he's drinking too much, he's using recreational drugs, or it might be because he's stressed. If it's down to lifestyle, then obviously cut down the alcohol and don't use recreational drugs. If it's down to anxiety and problems within the relationship, couples counselling might be a good idea.
It is something that I know is embarrassing for men. It is seen as a problem. Because obviously then sex doesn't last as long and they feel they haven't satisfied the woman.
Why do you think he'd be embarrassed?
Because nothing's happened yet and it's kind of all over before it started. So it would be embarrassing.
Would you be embarrassed to admit it had?
I wouldn't be. Well, I mean, if it's happening now, I would be.
Not really something they'd want to discuss with their friends.
Yeah,
you wouldn't discuss that with your male friends. Yeah.
This is something that men find embarrassing, and that actually makes matters worse. It affects all men at some stage in their lives, and certainly if it gets to be a problem, a guy shouldn't be embarrassed about coming and asking for help. The GP isn't going to be embarrassed.
I wouldn't sort of, berate them for it or anything. It's obviously, it's an issue that they probably feel quite bad about anyway.
I feel quite complimented, so I'm that hot.
When things are new, you get a bit excited, and chill out a bit.
If you are going to bust in the first 5 seconds, just make sure you build up again.
Yeah. Just have a go with themselves before they go out. There won't be much of an issue. That's a bit of a trick, yeah. Might make them stay a bit longer.
So do you know of any tricks that men could do to help them stop getting so excited?
Like all the TV programmes say that you should think of really dull subjects.
So for anybody watching this who's worried about it and think it may be becoming a problem, what can they do?
If you worry about it, it's likely to get worse. Then there are some self-help tips. If you're using condoms, then try and use a thicker condom, because that will decrease the sensation and make things last longer. The squeeze technique, where a partner is masturbating the guy to the point where he indicates that he's about to climax, he or she then squeezes the head of the penis for 10 to 20 seconds and then resumes masturbation about 30 seconds later, and essentially that calms down the ejaculation reflex. Sometimes all it needs is to be told that everything's normal and how to deal with it.
I wouldn't be too bothered about it. It would be something to work out as a couple.
So has it ever happened to you?
Yeah, it might have done.
Yeah. It's not anything someone can't get over in 20 minutes' time when you've both recovered.
Just get up and do it again, don't you? It's not an issue.
For more information, visit